Welcome back to my YouTube channel, where we explore the fascinating world of coins and currency. And today we are diving deep into the story of one of the most enduring and iconic coins in American history, the Lincoln penny, specifically the 1991 Lincoln cent, a small piece of metal that holds a rich tapestry of national heritage art culture and economic history. To truly understand the significance of the 1991 Lincoln penny, we must begin our journey back in time over a century ago, to the origins of the Lincoln cent itself, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The penny marked a major turning point in United States numismatics, as it was the first time a real historical figure and not a symbolic image appeared on a circulating American coin. The choice of Lincoln was highly symbolic, as he was, and remains one of the most revered presidents in American history, remembered for preserving the Union during the Civil War, and for issuing the Emancipation Proclamation, which led to the abolition of slavery. The designer of the original 1909 Lincoln cent was Victor David Brenner, a skilled engraver and medalist who had emigrated from Lithuania to the United States. His design featured a right-facing portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, which would become one of the most familiar coin images in the world. The reverse originally featured two simple wheat stalks, framing the words 1 cent and United States of America, giving rise to what collectors now call the wheat penny. The Lincoln cent would undergo several transformations over the decades, but the obverse portrait of Lincoln, designed by Brenner, has endured with only minor modifications, reflecting the lasting respect and admiration for the 16th president in 1959 in celebration of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse design was changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, a majestic neoclassical monument located in Washington, D.C., designed by architect Henry Bacon. The Lincoln Memorial reverse was created by Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint, and remained in use for 50 years, symbolizing both the coinage legacy and the physical monument to Lincoln's enduring legacy. Now we move to the specific focus of this video, the 1991 Lincoln penny, minted during a decade of economic transition, technological growth, and evolving coinage practices in the United States. By this time, the composition of the penny had already undergone a major change. Beginning in 1982, due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint shifted from a coin made primarily of copper to one made of 975% zinc, coated with a thin layer of copper totaling only 25% on the surface. This change was not only economic, but also marked a shift in the way coins were produced in terms of physical properties and wear. The 1991 Lincoln penny was produced at 3 different mint facilities: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and a proof version at the San Francisco Mint. The Philadelphia minted coins bear no mint mark, while the Denver coins carry the D mark, and the San Francisco proof coins bear the S mint mark, designed for collectors with a highly polished mirror-like finish. These 3 mint variations present different levels of availability, rarity, and value among coin collectors, depending on strike quality, mint errors, and preservation. Millions of 1991 Lincoln pennies were struck, making them common in circulation. But among these coins are examples with unique characteristics that elevate them from pocket change to collectibles. Die cracks, double dies off, center strikes, and variations in planche quality have all been observed in 1991 cents, and such mint errors can increase their desirability significantly in the numismatic market, particularly when authenticated by third-party grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Now let us examine the design details of the 1991 Lincoln penny. More closely, the obverse still features the classic profile of Abraham Lincoln, a design that remained unchanged since 1909, with only slight sharpening and touch-ups. Over the years, the word liberty appears to Lincoln's left, with the year 1991 to the right, and the motto, "In God We Trust." Arching over his head on coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints, a small mint mark appears beneath the year in the field. The reverse design by Gasparo shows the Lincoln Memorial with its classical columns and detailed steps in high-quality strikes. You can even see a tiny representation of the Lincoln statue visible between the columns, a tribute to the real monument in Washington. The inscriptions include United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum just above the memorial, and 1 cent at the bottom. The clean lines and symmetry of the reverse design contribute to its lasting popularity and recognizability. The 1991 penny also represents an interesting moment in U.S. mint history because it comes just before the explosion of state quarters commemorative issues and the later redesign of the penny reverse in 2009 for Lincoln's bicentennial, which introduced 4 different reverse designs, followed by the Union Shield reverse in 2010. Thus, the 1991 penny belongs to the final phase of the Lincoln Memorial era, which would soon be phased out, marking the end of a 50-year design tradition. From an economic standpoint, the early 1990s were a time of moderate inflation, technological development, and shifting global markets. The penny, though often regarded as nearly valueless in daily transactions, still served a key role in pricing structures, marketing strategies, and coin-collecting habits. Its role in commerce may have diminished in recent years, but its historical and sentimental value remain powerful. From a production standpoint, the U.S. Mint in 1991 was at the forefront of implementing high-speed coining technology, quality control procedures, and striking methods designed to increase efficiency and consistency while minimizing die wear and metal waste. Advances in minting technology contributed to the high quality of many 1991 cents, which makes them common in circulated grades, but still interesting in uncirculated condition and essential. For collectors who assemble complete sets of Lincoln cents by date and mint mark, the cultural legacy of the Lincoln cent cannot be overstated, as it has been part of the American pocket for over a century, serving as a tool of education, commerce, and memory. Many Americans recall receiving their first Lincoln penny as children, learning the image of Lincoln from their earliest experiences with money and associating the coin with lessons about honesty, integrity, and the legacy of American leadership. The coin has even inspired countless art projects, classroom lessons, and charitable drives, such as the famous penny harvests. Collectors of Lincoln cents, especially those focusing on modern issues like the 1991 coin, often look for high-grade examples, varieties, and errors, and some. 1982. These coins are notoriously vulnerable to corrosion and environmental damage, making pristine specimens all the more desirable. Over time, zinc pennies can develop surface bubbles, discoloration, or pitting if not stored properly, and thus proper coin care and storage become essential for the modern Lincoln cent enthusiast. In the marketplace, the value of a 1991 Lincoln penny varies widely, depending on its condition mint mark and whether it has any notable errors circulated. Examples are typically worth face value, while high-grade uncirculated coins can command modest premiums, especially if they are slabbed and graded. MS-66 or higher proof coins from the San Francisco Mint can also be valuable if preserved in flawless condition and with strong cameo contrast. Finally, the 1991 Lincoln penny represents more than just a monetary unit. It is a symbol of continuity across generations of Americans, a link to a historical figure whose legacy shaped the nation, and a tangible piece of numismatic history that tells the story of design, economics, politics, and national identity. This small copper-coated zinc coin, minted in the millions, may pass through many hands in its lifetime, but for those who study it, collect it, and treasure it, the 1991 Lincoln penny holds stories waiting to be discovered. Stay tuned as we explore the varieties, errors, historical context, and collector insights related to this remarkable coin in the rest of this video as we journey through time and examine how even the smallest piece of currency can reflect the spirit of a nation.